GSL.
What's up, guys? We're back. It's time for the winners match. It's going to be a Protoss versus Protoss. I'm super excited about this one specifically with these two players. We have herO, who has been playing well for a long time. You know, he's one of the biggest names in StarCraft II. But Terminator, who was always one of the players in the shadow of other great players for Protoss, he's playing, I think, better than anybody else is today.
Yeah.
He might be the first to get out of this group. It's possible, Artie.
I suppose it's possible, but I find it unlikely. I think his PvP is like not quite where his PvT or PvC is, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
On the other hand, herO quite strong in the matchup. Now, there's one thing I have to say. Last night, Terminator played against Super in PvP. Yep, lost 1-2, tried to proxy twice. herO is known for being bad against proxies. He's lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars to proxies.
SOS.
Yeah, and if herO does not scout every game for proxies, he doesn't deserve to go to the round of 16.
That's true.
Just putting 2 and 2 together here. If he does not scout every game.
If you don't scout for proxies, you probably shouldn't get high on the ladder.
Well, I mean,
that's like a
at
big
the top
part
level,
of
Protosses sometimes skip it on purpose to get an edge.
Yeah, but
he isn't allowed to anymore. He did it too many times.
He's lost too much. He's known for losing that.
Especially against this guy that proxied twice last night.
All right, guys. Our winners match, best of 3, is about to go underway. Over here in the upper right, in the blue, he is
GSL Green Wings Terminator.
You're so funny, Tasis.
I didn't do anything funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. No one will ever know.
No one will ever know. In the bottom left, in the red,
CJNT's herO.
That's the first time I've done that.
Yeah.
With my back facing the screen, staring into the eyes of Artosis, his doe eyes.
My doe eyes.
Yeah, man, your soft, gentle doe eyes.
At least I don't have sock puppet eyes like you. Your eyes are like a brown button and a black
I was lying, Artosis. You have the eyes of a pet rock. Oh, man. Okay, so PvP with these two guys. Nobody proxy gated here, obviously, but
herO's still better scout each time.
I think there is something to what you were saying earlier, Artosis. herO probably a little bit better in the early game all the way to the mid game PvP, which is really for PvP the most important. The most things occur early game into mid game.
By the way, herO scouting absolutely every proxy location.
Straight A's on the Tosis report card.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's actually better than Terminator, so that's what he should be doing. Looks like we have some reports on BlizzCon in the audience in Korean. I do not read fast enough or well enough to get that whole thing out.
And herO's now sending that probe over to the upper right.
See the times that they've played before. herO has won. Those are kind of old games, so we'll go ahead and discount those.
Okay. It's that time, Artosis.
It's that time.
It's Cybernetics core o'clock.
All right.
And this is where we wait until that building's done. So we have insight to give to our viewers.
Wow, herO is a try-harding with that probe, man. God. All right, double gate for Terminator. That's a ton of information right there.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, I guess both of them get that ton of information. Either it's 2 gates or it's not.
Sometimes it's not, and then we actually have to wait until that core is done. And then we go into this, but...
Yeah, well, the 2 gate tells herO a lot, right? It tells him that there absolutely could be a very strong pressure. It absolutely could be a very strong gateway timing attack with when warp gate finishes. You know, you can absolutely do like an 8 stalker attack very quickly with that, or a 5 stalker attack. There's like a lot of different quick ones. You could just go straight into tech. 2 gate is a very tricky thing to have to deal with, but we'll see what he wants to choose to do against it. I really like it when people go Twilight against it, to be honest. Looks like herO's going to go ahead and grab Stargate.
Yep. There it is in the back of his base.
Yeah, that can be very, very good. Normally the stalkers from a 2 gateway opener are out on the map, trying to control the map, put on pressure, scout what's going on.
And here's a Twilight Council from Terminator.
Yeah. Pretty standard choice. You're generally going to have a lot of stalkers off a 2 gate. Stalkers are kind of crappy without blink.
Wouldn't say they're crappy, but they're much better with blink.
Yeah.
Wow, herO really scouting everywhere. That's good. He's a player who's adapting. He's continuing to learn.
That's right. Going into 3 gates here means he should be able to hold on against anything that comes early game. Nothing out of the ordinary at all so far this game. Pretty standard PvP for the course right now.
All right. Really cool to see Terminator doing so well lately and improving so much. There's that 3rd gate, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. Now,
you know what? I think what I like the most is to see a player who's been around for a long time who wasn't doing well.
yeah.
Suddenly start to get better and start to show better results, because that really goes into the whole theme of what you can do if you just practice enough at StarCraft, is you can actually overcome
This game isn't
odds.
about talent.
Yeah.
Well, game's about hard work.
There's been times where, you know, we see somebody come out and be fantastic early on in a game. I mean, even in any game, not just StarCraft, where that person, and it stayed very good, and obviously that's also hard work. But it's really cool to see somebody who just hasn't quite succeeded, who's been overshadowed. RO32.
Okay, so not too big a deal. In fact, he might catch this because his Stalkers have moved out. Oh, he actually moved him down, so I won't catch him there.
Oh my God! Wait.
Oh, he might just catch him
wait.
anyways.
Oh,
I wish I could see that. I wish I could see that. Nope.
No,
he catch it.
Okay, what happened was the Stalkers were moving down, and herO moved down and then went back up. So.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we have Blink against Oracle into Blink, which is kind of neat. You would think, you'd look at it and you'd be like, well, I mean, he spent a lot of money on the Oracle and the Stargate, so obviously the Blink player should win. But it's not quite so simple, because the Oracle forces Stalkers to stay at home.
Exactly.
It also forces, like, the thing is, you will probably end up killing a few probes here and there. So those types of little edges allow you, even though you should theoretically be behind his Stalkers, not be when the actual engagement comes. Because you're the one that's kind of mobile on the map, scouting a bit more and stuff like that because of your Oracle. So we have, see, 3 Stalkers left at home for Terminator right now.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Barely doesn't get that, but he's tagged the Stalkers over there. Now, obviously, he sees the Oracles there, so he doesn't have to defend his main for the time being. He goes back.
And that's
herO,
really important. Yep,
herO in a very defensive position right now. And he goes back. And that will trigger Terminator to just go ahead and expand. And I believe in this very second, we're going to have herO make a Nexus.
Yeah. I think
see
you're
the probe
completely
there,
right about that. I'd be pretty darn surprised if he didn't just go Nexus here.
He's going to try to intercept the Stalker here. Blinkercept, if you will.
Wow.
Whoa.
That didn't work. Well, neither of them really do any damage to each other. Both of them get Nexuses. Slightly quicker on Terminator, as kind of is his due, playing against a player that got more tech. And it's actually shaping up to be quite a nice game so far. No one getting any big lead or anything.
Oh, he could intercept. Nicely
really nice.
done.
Wow.
That takes away a lot of the edge that he had before by doing that Stargate build. Now the map is a big, dark, scary place. He doesn't quite know where his opponent's going to be.
That is a fact.
Is he going to blink ahead?
Ooh, you don't really want to blink on top because then he'll have defensive blinks.
Question is, though, when does he decide to attack back in?
Look at this. He is staying up by 3 Stalkers. It's kind of a big deal. 2 Stalkers now.
Okay. Now he's going to use this Nexus here to act as a bit of a bottleneck if the herO Stalkers do want to blink in. And we're already seeing how effective that actually is. Terminator looking really good right now in this fight.
Yeah, but as soon as it finishes up, he's fine. Like, all you need to do is here or there is to buy some time. Don't lose too many Stalkers, and don't lose the Nexus. Don't let it get down too low. It's like a kind of a balancing act that we saw him balance perfectly there, because that Nexus cannon counts for more than the 2. So very, very close game right now.
He's going to come down here now. Nicely done. Blinking back. A few Stalkers bruised there for herO. Oh, this is a good move here. Just send this one Zealot and completely interrupt the mining. Nice control, though, from Terminator.
Yeah,
really. He's just not going to lose a probe. This is pretty sick.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was really good.
Slayer's boxer called. He wants his micro back.
That was, like, really, really good. Huh.
Yeah, that was impressive. even at the highest level games, we normally see 1 or 2 probes killed there. Like, in a funny way, herO just lost money doing that. He's like, well,
yeah,
you just made the Zealot. It did nothing but slow down just a few probes from mining.
I guess it forced the Nexus Cannon, which is kind of...
Okay, that's
I don't know
something
if that might not even...
Probably won't actually impact this game here.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm sure he'll have enough energy to get that back before herO could do anything too impactful.
Yeah, we do have oh, okay. I think Terminator might be going for an all-in here off 1 Colossus. Possibly.
You know, if he moves out like this,
yeah, because
he could. Is there a chance
herO
Terminator will try to go around this?
No, I think Terminator is going to want a frontal fight pretty soon here. Yeah,
okay.
Look, he's adding his gates. He hasn't made a forge, and this is super, super telling. Now, with really late, he lost his Oracle, and he had to spend so much gas on Stalkers, he has really late sentries, which means he hasn't been able to scout this properly. We should just have, like, a bit more units for Terminator right now. Whereas we do have the additional attack upgrade, which is super important for herO. But herO's actually adding 6 gates from here.
Yeah, and is that a probe actually down at the bottom center for herO? Is he at the 3rd base? Is there any chance? Okay, hold on. Never mind. That's not even important right now.
Well, some funny force fields make that
slowing
weird.
down that Immortal.
And, well,
the
like,
Immortals for Terminator not actually do anything. He is going to hunt down this 1 Immortal over here. This is actually huge. Oh, my God.
That was a good move. It didn't quite kill it off, but you know what? I like what herO's doing as well. He fights for a second with the Stalkers and blinks back to buy the Immortals time to retreat.
Yep.
This is a fantastic game.
He's doing a really good job escorting the Immortals back here.
Well, with 3 Immortals here, he's going to deal a lot of damage to the Stalkers, but some great micro from Terminator getting on top of him.
Get over to this last Immortal right now. In fact, he's going to get the Warp Prism here. Oh, no, he's not going to target it. Excuse me.
Well,
nicely done. Isolates that Immortal again.
Colossus coming in, a blink forward here from herO, trying to pick off his opponent's Immortals, but there's a lot of Stalkers there as well. Wow.
He blinks up again. Terminator is going to win this game. GG.
Damn, that was good. That was well played right there by Terminator.
Maybe that is really the Terminator.
Dude, he's
maybe he is a Terminator. Maybe he was sent by Skynet to come back in time and win a GSL. Because Skynet is so smart. It is the smartest computer that has been made. It knows that StarCraft is also the most important thing, and it must beat humanity at that as well.
Wow. Well, I'm sure there's nerds at home. They're like, oh, say something about Flash. I can stop him. Sorry, guys. Flash isn't in this GSL Code S season.
Yep.
But that was, like, really, really well done on both sides.
I mean, the question right now is herO John Connor?
He's at least Sarah Connor. I don't know if he's John Connor.
All right. He needs he needs a Sarah Connor effect there and here. What was the name of the guy that went back in Terminator 1?
I don't remember.
And then he ended up hooking up with Sarah Connor, which means that his friend, John Connor's friend, is actually John Connor's dad. By the way, spoiler alert, don't listen to that last thing I said if you haven't seen Terminator. But
yeah. Well, if you haven't seen Terminator 1,
actually, I have no pity. If you haven't gotten around to seeing that.
Seriously. Well, let's see, man. Game number 2, merry-go-round. Could it possibly be as good as the games we've already seen today?
I don't know. It's a tall order. Game number 2 is loaded up here at the GSL.